Hey there, it's Victoria McCooey from Victoria McCooey Coaching and victoriamcooey.com. And I'm here with another episode of Manic Monday. So every Monday around 1 p.m. Eastern, I go live with to talk about all of your co-parenting issues. As you know, I coach women through transformations, including trying to figure out what to do when they find themselves stuck in a toxic marriage. And what I try to do is help them move into a place where they can make decisions from strength and not from a place of fear. So I transform them. I help them reclaim their power so that they can decide what's best for them and their family, and they don't have to make decisions out of fear. So today I want to talk about what happens when you have to go to court and you're going to be standing next to your ex-spouse, ex-narcissist, ex-controlling husband, and you're still triggered. You still get really triggered by him. I have a few clients right now who are facing this exact thing. So they're so nervous. And it's understandable. You might have gone, ooh, here goes my camera. You might have gone dark. You might be no contact or gray rock, or not communicating or trying not to interact with this person who can really trigger your emotions. So you have to now present yourself in front of a judge, or even if it's just in front of the two attorneys, your attorney and his attorney. How do you act? How can you prepare for that? All right, so here are some of my tips for that. First of all, how do you dress, right? You don't try to be something you're not, because you're going to be really uncomfortable. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you dress up in a corporate suit, you're not going to feel like yourself, and it's going to throw you off balance. So don't try to dress up to look like something you're not. And if you're a corporate executive, don't try to look like the world's best homemaker and come to work in some moo or something. You have to be genuine to yourself, because that is how you're going to feel most comfortable and be your most authentic self, which is what you want the court to see. So dress conservatively. Do not wear anything super revealing. No really short skirts or really low necklines, right? You have to show respect and dress appropriately for court. But no, you don't have to wear a suit. You don't even have to wear a blazer. You just dress appropriately in something that is not revealing and appropriate for a place of business, all right? So then how do you act? My number one thing that I tell my clients is don't react when your ex is speaking. All right, if your ex is speaking in court and he's telling lies about you, he's making up things that never happen, he's inflating whatever the story is, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't roll your eyes. Don't huff and puff. Don't make a scene. Don't be that person. And it's so hard because he's lying in court under oath maybe, and you're standing there and you're just like, how can he do this? But you know what happens? If you're acting exactly the way he's acting, like dramatic and puffed up and grandiose, and you're doing the same thing with your reactions, the court sees you as the same. They're going to lump you together. And I know I've told you this before, but it bears repeating. The divorce courts have a saying about divorcing couples. They say, elephants don't marry giraffes. That means, yeah, well, if you're telling me he's so bad, you're probably just as bad, because birds of a feather, they assume from the outset that you're the same. You're as good or as bad as the other person. So you have to, your main goal is to set yourself apart and make them see that you are different. You're not like that. And that he really is the problem. So it's so hard. It's so hard, but that's why you're here. That's why you have me. That's why you are watching and Googling and figuring this out, because you're smart enough to know that you need support through this. These things don't come naturally. You have to be coached on how to act when you're in a situation that's so volatile, right? Because this is a big deal. The way the court perceives you is going to have a lot of sway in what the outcome of your divorce is. And that's just a fact. I mean, judges are human. They are swayed by a person's demeanor. They're going to make assumptions about you based on how you present yourself. All right, so don't act the way he acts. Thirdly, how do you speak? You speak in a calm tone. You don't get overly excited. You don't yell. You don't wave your arms around. You don't get excited. You don't cry. You don't get emotional. I mean, you have control of your emotions. And that's really important. If you are trying to convince a court that you are the more capable parent, guess what they want to see? They want to see control. They want to see someone who is in control of her emotions. So you conduct yourself like a grown-up. You don't accuse, right? You don't say, well, he did this and he did that. You're calm. You certainly don't diagnose. That is the thing that really triggers the court, the judge. Don't say, well, my husband's a narcissist. Well, my husband's a sociopath. Well, he has sociopathic tendencies, or unless you're a very high-level psychiatrist who's trained to do a diagnosis to see if someone can be classified as a narcissist, don't be giving your opinion on that. They don't like that. That's just sort of like a he said, she said. And that really, really triggers, the court against you. So what you can do is explain patterns of behavior. This in a calm, collected way. So this is going to set you apart. Instead of saying, oh, and don't ever say always or never. He always does XYZ. He never does ABC. Those are huge generalities, and it diminishes your credibility, right? When your kid comes to you and goes, but you always, okay, that's not true. And that's how the court is looking at you. They're looking at you like almost a child. They're judging you. The judge, he is judging you on how you behave and the things you say. So here's what you can do. If your husband, ex-husband, whatever he is, really is exhibiting narcissistic tendencies over a course of a period of time, here's what you say. You say, well, I believe this is in the children's best interest because their father has had a history, in the calmest tone, of lying to them about me. For instance, in or around March of 2016, the children told me that blah, 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 and have a dated list of exactly what you're trying to accuse him of. Have examples. If he is consistently late getting them to school and he shouldn't be having overnights the night before school, whatever it is, you have to prove that you documented proof that he has consistently exhibited this pattern of behavior. You can't get emotional about it. You have to be an attorney. You have to present your case as if you were an attorney. That is going to give the court so much more confidence in you as a parent, in your reasoning ability, in your believability, and knowing that you're a better candidate to parent these children versus the person over there who's puffing his chest out and beating it and saying, I'm the greatest, I do this, and she always, and she never, and blah, blah, blah. Who would you believe, right? Who would you believe? The judge is human. They're going to believe the person who is more credible. who's more calm and put together and effective. All right, those are my tips for going to court against your ex-husband on co-parenting issues. I hope that helped. So if you or someone you know is in a situation where either you're in a toxic marriage and you don't know how to get out, or don't think you can get out, or aren't sure if you should get out, and you want some basic advice, you should definitely have them consult with me. Right? I will put a link in my post where I give a free consultation where I can get to know the person and they can tell me what issues they're facing. And then I'll know if I am the right fit for them, if I'm the person who can help them best. If I'm not, I will refer them to someone who is. But if I am, I'll explain the different ways we might work together. If you are already in a divorce and you need support, again, reach out to me. We can talk about ways I can help you. If you just need one burning question answered, something that is keeping you up at night, you're at a crossroads, you have a dilemma, you don't know how to answer this problem, then you might want to book a laser session with me. It's only 15 minutes, but you tell me ahead of time, you fill out a form that lets me know what it is you're dealing with, so that when we get on the phone, we spend 15 laser-focused minutes together, opening your eyes to new strategies, possibilities that you might not have thought of, and you leave with an action plan of how you're going to deal with this so you can get over this hurdle and you can sleep at night, all right? So I will put a link also where you can go straight to my calendar and book that at your convenience at one of the available times. You just pay for it online. And also, if you decide later to join one of my programs, I will absorb that fee into your program fee, right? So what's the word I'm looking for? That will be absorbed into the fee. So you don't pay it twice. All right, so I hope this helps. You can always email me with any issues you're having. I'm dying to help you. This is really my mission in life, is to help as many women as I possibly can who are facing a toxic marriage to a difficult, controlling, narcissistic, sociopathic man, and help them get out and create a new life that can be better than your wildest dreams. I promise it can happen. It happened to me. So I want that for you. Please reach out. You can email me at victoriamcouey.com, and I will put that in the link in the post too. All right, take care. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. I'll see you next time. Bye.